Before this video starts, I would like to ask you guys two things. Again, this is an option. Whether you'd like to subscribe to my channel or not, again, helps out my channel grow. I do weather-related content, so definitely consider doing so. Thank you and enjoy the video. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. Today's upload is going to be about me trying to answer the question, who will see the most snow this winter or this year, 2018-2019, by region. Between those regions, I choose the states that have the highest chance of seeing the biggest snows out of all of them. And I would explain, and I usually do in all my videos, if you watch my other videos, I explain my reasoning behind it, but I don't have time to do it on this video. I just didn't have the time to do it. I'll post a link or a card to a video that is very similar in reasoning, and I think that's who will see the most snow this winter, but that's just in general who will see just by region, but that's highlighted by like the amount of snow that you will see compared to average. So that video is very similar to regions, and I'll put a card to that if you want the reasoning behind it. So starting off in the northeast, you can see there's two different colors. So first off, the purple is the color that I think the purple states in the certain regions have the highest chance of seeing above average snow compared to the rest of the region. So here in the northeast, consisting of the states Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Washington, D.C., or Maryland, West Virginia, and Virginia. All of those states, I think Massachusetts will have the best due to the fact that the cold air will be reaching into those areas with that weak to moderate El Nino. There will be cold air, will be plentiful, and the big storms riding up here will produce tons of moisture, producing a lot of snow. And in the northeast, the second area that I have is New York for the second best chance of seeing the highest snowfall amounts out of the region, due to the fact that, again, the snowstorms are going to be big, the cold air is going to be plentiful, but also the lake effect. The lake effect this year, I think, is going to be out of control. I think it's going to be very significant, so that will impact lots of the part of the state of the upstate New York. Moving down to the southeast, we have consisting states of Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida. Out of those states, I do think that Georgia will have the highest chance of seeing the best chances of snow compared to the rest of the region. My reason behind that is because I think Florida may be impacted by the southeast ridge a little bit, and I think some of that cold air may not be able to make its way as far south as Florida, but I think the further southeast you go, the higher chances you have of above average snowfall, and that would make sense, that Florida is more to the southeast than Georgia, but I don't think there will be enough cold air, and Florida typically doesn't see much snow during the winter, if at all. My second state that will see the highest snowfall totals for that region is South Carolina, due to the fact that I think there will be plenty of times where there will be cold air coming down, and with some extra moisture from a system, even some tropical moisture that could override. It could anything be, just as long as there's moisture and some cold air, I think there could be some snow produced over those areas. Moving up now into the Midwest, we have Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky. And what I have, or it's like the eastern part of the Midwest, what I have as the number one state is Ohio, because I think there will be some fairly big storms this year riding up from the central southern part of the United States impacting Ohio, but also the lake effect. And now, due to the lake effect, I have Michigan as number 2 because of the lake effect mainly, but not number 1 because these storms, I don't know if they'll have major storms as much as Ohio. I'm more confident in Ohio having more snows than Michigan. Now moving on into the plains, we have North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Minnesota, Iowa, and Missouri and Kansas. So out of those states, what I think is the best, or the best chances for seeing it is Missouri, due to the fact that I think there will be plenty of times where there will be cold air coming down from Canada, along with some big storms, penetrating into the cold air, overriding, producing some snow. And Kansas, a little bit further to the northwest, but at the same time being the furthest southeast state other than Missouri, and I think the further southeast you go, again, you'll have colder air. And the reason behind that is in another video. Moving on into areas like, I think this region, I don't know if I included Mississippi into the southeast, but just for the sake of it, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. This region, Oklahoma, #1, due to the fact that I think the cold air will be able to reach it, along with some moisture producing snow. Texas, the cold air may not reach it always. I do think they have a fairly good shot, though, at being the second snowiest state out of that region that I included. In Mississippi, I think either state, either region was included, the southeast or the central south, it's not going to be a record breaker or not going to be the highest one. Moving on into the southwest, consisting states of Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, California. These areas, I think the warm air will be impacting a little bit too much in order to be seeing the highest snowfall totals of the region. I think New Mexico will be the greatest due to the fact that some of that cold air will be able to make it in, but also quite a bit of moisture, I think, will be available during the winter time due to the El Nino occurring. Whether it's a weak, moderate, even strong, because some people are saying it may be strong. I don't think so, but either or, New Mexico should be seeing quite a bit of cold and quite a bit of moisture. Colorado, maybe a little bit drier, plenty of cold air, but maybe a little bit drier, leading to some less snowfall. Now in the northwest, we have Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming. Wyoming, again, I think is going to be the best due to the fact it's furthest to the southeast. And Montana, #2, because there could be some moisture off the Pacific Ocean that comes in, but also Washington, Oregon, Idaho, I don't think they will be favorable for much snow because the warm air will be fairly dominant. So hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something new. Sorry if this video was a little bit short, but hopefully you liked it that way. And I'll catch you all guys in the next episode.